Now next, how can we remove a column from a data frame? So we have our df data frame. To remove it, we can use the method drop. Just pass in the name of the column and this will return an error here. Let's check the error. What this says is new not found in axis. So what this is returning is that column new does not exist in that axis. If you check the docstring, we have a parameter for axis which is given as 0 by default. Now 0 denotes row index. For column, we need axis is equal to 1. Pass this, and now that new column has been dropped here. However, if you check this data frame again, and you will see that new column is there. So why did this happen? Well, to protect us from dropping rows or columns by mistake, what Python has another parameter here which is called in place, which is by default given as false. So if you want to make the changes as permanent, you need to turn this parameter into true. Select in place, true. And now if you check our df, you will see it has been dropped permanently. We can also drop rows from this data frame. Let's say we want to drop row E. Here remember we have to pass in the axis, but it is given as 0 by default. This axis is given as 0 by default, so we don't really need to include it while dropping rows. However, if you want to drop columns, you would have to turn this into 1. Also, we have index and columns given here. So if you don't pass in the labels, but if you define those as index and columns, then you won't need to use this axis parameter here. So let's use this to drop row E, and see row E has been dropped, but this is not in place. So if you check df again, row E would be there.